everybody, Dablooon here, and today's another BTD6 video. Here's a little sneak preview of what we're going to be doing. It's going to be moon landing on chimps, and we're going to be using biker bones because we're going to be using some mortars for this, since if you guys have played moon landing at all, you know that it spins around in circles, so a mortar would be perfect for this. So we're going to use a biker bone strat with some mortars and probably a ninja and a mage as well. No monkey knowledge, but doesn't matter because it's chimp, so let's jump right in. But before we do, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, leave those comments below, and turn on those notifications. Follow on Twitch and follow on Instagram. And thank you to everyone who jumped on what I was saying in my last video about Instagram and helped me get that 250 followers before the end of the new year, because that's my personal goal right now, is to get 250 Instagram followers for 2020. And for all of you who jumped right in on that, I really appreciate it. And if anyone is still interested, I'm at like 50 something, I think. So link is below, and it's just a personal goal, no like explicit reason why, I just kind of want to. So if you guys want to help out with that goal, then jump on below. But what we're gonna do here is a simple dart monkey strategy, of course. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure he has the least amount of red, kind of like what we did on Spillway, if you remember that video. And we're going to end up with 4 dart monkeys. Probably don't need 4, but I want this to be as simple as possible for you, as always. So we're going to use 4. And I don't like using 4 because it's super cluttery, but we got to do what we got to do. I might put one here, actually. Actually, I could just change up my spot a little bit. But what happens is I beat one and I'm like, I don't even want to change anything, because if I change one thing, then it's going to mess it up. And which is true in a lot of cases. So that's kind of why I'm weird about it. But we got 4 darts, so we should have 0 problems after this. So now we're going to get a ninja monkey, and we're going to get him to a 201, and then we're going to get our biker bones. So yes, and another really cool thing. Well, there's like a million cool things. I could talk about this every time, so I'm going to try not to. I'm just going to do this one real quick. But I streamed last night, right? It was Wednesday, so I streamed live on Twitch like I always do on Wednesdays, 7 o'clock p.m. if you guys want to know. We're going to put our ninja right here, by the way. And it was a really amazing turnout. We had a ton of people in there, and I got, I think, 5 new subscribers. And if you guys aren't familiar with Twitch, how it works is a subscriber on YouTube, right? You click the subscribe button, and now you have like access to all my stuff, and you get notifications when it pops out, and you're part of the community, right? But Twitch takes it a step farther, and when you subscribe, you're legitimately supporting the channel with real life money, which is just insane that that's even a thing. And the fact that people have done it, and I'm up to 11 subscribers now, like, is mind-blowing. So thank you to everyone. I got, I think, 4 or 5 new ones last night, so my mind is officially blown, and it's just the craziest feeling ever. And last night was super fun. A big turnout. We had Rowan, who's from Ninja Kiwi, so an actual game developer, was in the stream most of the time, like telling us cool things and helping us out. And so thank you so much for being there, man. And thank you to everyone who was on there, to the subscribers, the cheers, and oh, I could go on for days about that. So thank you guys so much. But back to this, we have 4 dart monkeys. They're all zeros. And then we have a 101 ninja. And of course, the link below for Twitch if you guys are interested in that kind of thing. And right after this, actually, I'm going to be, Ninja Kiwi just dropped a new game. And if you guys don't know who Ninja Kiwi is, they're the creators of this game. So they just dropped a new game called Counter Snipe. And it's like a sniping game where you have to snipe out the other team. And so I'm going to try that out after this on a stream, actually. So if you guys are interested in something like that, just again, just follow on Twitch or join the Discord so you guys know what's going on with all that kind of stuff. But anyways, we have a 201 ninja, we have our dart monkeys, and we're going to grab our biker bones. And if you guys have not used biker bones before, he has this really awesome buffs, like buffs here and there. For like this one is pops 2 layers per shot, and mortar monkey blasts radius increased by 10%. So he buffs mortars and bombs. So this is perfect for mortars, like the way they shoot right in the middle. So we're going to do that, use him, and then we're going to have a lot of mortars and a lot of bombs. And no, actually, we're not going to have any bombs. But like we did with the dart monkeys, we're going to make sure his little path is as wide as possible. So right there's a good spot. I scratched what I said. We're not going to use bombs. I'm just going to use mortars, just because bombs aren't really going to have any good placement on here. The best towers for here are going to be the mage, the mortars, the planes, the helicopters, and things like that, because they can just hit through all this stuff, right? So that's what we're essentially going to go for. Right now we're going to go for a 301, so a double shot. And so the ninja isn't the best for this, but even so, even not being able to see this middle crater, he's still a beast, and he's still going to mob all these ones and then mob all the ones in the back. I'm pretty excited about that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a sniper. We're going to put him right here. And what we're doing is we want him to be able to see straight down the middle path of that first crater and then this path of this crater, and then over here as well. So that's kind of what we're going here for. So right about there is pretty solid. Well, it's red, so we can't do that, but like right there. And what's going on with that is because we're gonna have a village right here with all 3 of our mortars right here. Spoiler alert, we're gonna use 3 mortars. We're gonna use the biggest one, artillery battery, and shattering shells. And they're all just gonna pummel this middle spot. So the main Moab is going to stop them right here, install them, and then when everything breaks, he's just gonna destroy it inside the middle with all the mortars. It's gonna be really fun and really cool. And right now we have a sniper monkey on strong. He's a 102, but we're gonna get up to a 202. We're gonna keep our ninja where he's at as a 301, and then we're gonna buy some mortars. So we're gonna get that deadly precision first, and with that deadly precision, that's gonna take down the Moab, hopefully. Now what I would like to do on round 40 is to, as soon as that Moab comes off the screen, I want to hit this thing, install him right here, so this guy can punch him here, and then the mortar can help here. Probably not going to happen that way, so we'll have to micro a tiny bit, but it won't be too bad. I think you guys will be able to handle it. I believe in your skills. If I can do it, you can do it, pretty much. So let's do that. So leave in the comments below what you guys think your favorite strategy is. I've showed you the druids. I've showed you that random one I did last time on Cracked. I've showed you random ones all throughout, just weird stuff here and there. But mostly I like these with druids, and I like my mage ninja open strat. Like that's one of my favorites. So let me know what you guys use on a regular and like what your go-to towers are. Not all the towers, just like what your 5th tiers end up being and what you rely on. So like I'm always like pretty simple. I use a ninja, mage, and I use a sniper a lot too, right? Like they have their purposes and I find uses for them, and so I like to use them as much as I possibly can. Okay, what we're gonna do here is put this guy like right above the middle, right up top. That's probably a solid spot, I think. Works out. Okay, and then we're gonna put him right in the middle. And for this first one, we're gonna go increased accuracy, burning stuff, and signal flare, because right now all we have is the ninja popping camos. We can't have that. That might get a little hairy. So especially like on even level 38 when a lot of crazy camos come through. Now they're just nothing, right? Super simple. Okay, so we're gonna get rapid reload. Boom, right there. Okay, now I'm gonna put actually another one above him. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna put this on auto start. And once I feel like the round's about to end, I'm gonna slow it down. Let's just slow it down now. I'm gonna place another guy right here, put him in the middle, and this one's going to be a top path. And the reason why I slowed it down is because, like I said, I wanna stall the Moab as soon as he comes out. It doesn't have to happen that way, it just, I want it to happen that way. So I'm gonna do my best to make it happen that way. And then, okay, now we're gonna get Bloon Buster after that, but I probably won't have enough money for this round. So now here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna hit my first, or this little #1 here for his first ability right away. And what I'm hoping is that this guy just pops the Moab right here, and then we're done. But it probably won't happen that way, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of micro, but it's not gonna be too crazy, so I'll keep you updated on what's going on here. See, that was my goal. It might work, I don't know. Just keep this guy and get him ready, because what's gonna happen is not all of them will probably get through. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this guy right here. That's all we gotta do. That's simple. Super simple, right? Wasn't too hard at all. So there's your introduction into some basic micro. There you go. So now what we're gonna do is take off auto start, because that is not gonna be needed anymore. We're gonna rock through this thing. We're gonna go Bloon Buster. We're gonna go Shell Shock. We're just gonna start getting crazy and let this thing just start speeding up, because the rest is gonna be pretty simple. The next hardest part's gonna be probably like 95 or 100 or something like that. The rest of it's just gonna be super chill. And that's if I placed everything how I wanted to place them. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get my placeholder ready for my village and my mage. So I want my mage right here. Okay, and I want my village right here. Now with the village, I want him in range of the sniper, and I want him in range of all 3 mortars. But you're like, hey, you don't have 3 mortars. Yeah, I know. So it might turn out bad, to be honest with you. But that should be fine. I should be able to fit a mortar here. Yes, there we go. So now I have everything I want. We're gonna go for middle tier on this one and bigger and Bloon Buster like that. So now we have the 3rd tier for all these guys, right? And that's what we're going for. We have this guy in range of the village, so he can see the village, he can see the village. They're all gonna be able to see camo right now, okay? So now we have no problems, everything's chilling, and then we're gonna get this 1620. So basically what's going on is I just want everyone to destroy this center circle. I'm just going for crazy mayhem and death in this circle, and hopefully this guy will pop whatever comes before that. So now our next step is gonna get the main Moab. I just wanted to make sure everything was where I wanted it, because I did this in one filming and my mage ended up being up here. I did another filming and the bigger balloon guy was over here, and I just messed it all up. So this is the best placement for this and the easiest to get it done. And you guys should have zero problems with this setup, like zero. We're gonna get this main Moab. There you go. I'm also going to upgrade this Bloon Jitsu. Not that he's like super important for this strategy. I just like him, and you know I don't like having things like half done. So there you go. Cool, cool, cool. And he really does help. Like he already has 7,000. Not that that's a lot, but it's pretty good, decent for what level we're on. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, see, all these cost a lot. So I'm gonna go with this one first. We're gonna get artillery battery. And the reason being is because that thing is a crazy epilepsy machine, and it just goes blah, 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 and it destroys everything in its path. So I'm really excited about it, and we're gonna get it in a few short moments here. And then afterwards, we should probably start upgrading the mage, to be honest, because we're gonna need him eventually. And with just this upgrade right here, look at this, boom, now we can see in the middle. That's why he's so awesome, because he really can see anywhere, and that's why he works so well in like spillway. This is just like a smaller, more confined spillway, right? Because spillway, they come in all different paths, but they end up in the middle, and that's what we're going for here. We're just going to destroy everything in the middle. But do you guys see that thing? Because I don't. Like, that's how fast it is. Look at this. Just demolishes. It's really insane, to be honest. So there we go with that one. I'm now going to alchemize these guys because they are our main like strategy. Will he hit all these guys? I hope so. We're gonna go for acid pool, and then we're gonna get the 2700. Normally I would get the 2700 or the stronger stimulant and then get the bottom two, but it really doesn't matter because we're going for all of them anyway. Does he hit this guy though? Yes, he does. Cool. We are solid, guys. We are solid. Now what I'm going to do is upgrade this guy just a tad to the 1405, the intense magic. I told you guys I would stop trying to call them by the numbers of the money, but since I mainly play chimps and make a lot of chimps videos, I just know the cost of them for that, right? But you don't need monkey sense because we already have camo on this guy, so we're chilling. We'll get a MIB later, but we don't need it now. And the next one we're gonna get is this big one for 8640. But like level 63 is going to be such a cinch with this thing right here. Like this thing is just going to town right now. I know it doesn't have a lot of pop, so it doesn't look like it, but this thing's just going insane. And then eventually our mage will catch up and destroy everybody anyway because he's just so strong. And the mage is the best tower, change my mind, right? So there you go with that one. And then once we get the biggest one, he's going to be a big help too because he's going to literally circle like this big of a circle. So we're going to put him down here more and then let him hit like all of these. And then he's going to help out with the bad tremendously. Oh wow, I didn't see this right here. Is this 63? Oh, okay, that's what just happened there. Okay, so this is 63, and we almost lost a little bit there if the alchemist wasn't there. So basically, just slow it down a little bit more. I guess I wasn't paying attention enough, and a couple slipped through, but we'll be fine. Just in case, there we go. So 63 is over with. You can use the first ability too. Like, why not? We have it. You should use it. Now we're gonna get this guy. Okay, cool. We got that. Now we're gonna get Shattering Shells, and the reason why is because we're already at the point where those fortifieds are coming through, and since these aren't like pierce damage like super strong, okay, they tear down all the balloons, right? But they're really not the best for Moabs at this point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove anything that helps them be better Moabs, so fortified, right? So we're gonna remove that right off the bat, and then they can just come in here into the death circle and die. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Okay, I'm gonna Striker Jones. Look how good he is though. So let's see who's doing the best so far. We got this guy at 23,000, this guy at 16,000 and catching up kind of quickly. And he's weak. This guy is doing solid at 43,000, 21,000, and our mage is just having a good time. So can't blame him. But as soon as we get this guy to the Shattering Shells, we're going to get this guy to Arcane Spike. And then we're on our way, guys. We're almost there. Another cool thing, I don't know if we're going to do it on this strategy. I did it in my last run, which worked, but I don't really care to do it. But what I did was I put a ton of these guys around the circle, like a ton. And then I went up to Wall of Fire with a guided path or guided magic, of course. And it was just kind of fun because what they did was they just kept spamming fire into the middle. And so everything that came around was just this big fire pit. It was just kind of fun and it worked. It actually, they had a lot of damage per each of them. So if you added them all up, it'd be pretty cool. And it was just kind of fun, but I don't think we're gonna have to do that. So let's get those Shattering Shells first. We'll be chilling. And I can't believe it's already level 70. This thing's like zooming along. Zooming. And normally I talk about random things like, you know, like what I normally talk about. But this one is like full of work. I'm talking a lot about the game. That seems crazy to me because I never talk about the game. I talk about crazy stuff like my dog or coffee or how many subscribers or all you awesome fans out there. And this time I'm just straight talking about Bloons. This is crazy. So let's get that Shattering Shells. And now that we have Shattering Shells, I don't want it in the middle. I want it kind of like right here so we can remove that fortified before it gets into our death circle. I don't like that placement. How about like in the middle? Like right there at the opening, the gates. All right, now we're gonna get that Arcane Spike and that's gonna like, all of a sudden he'll jump up higher than everyone. It'll be kind of crazy. And then we'll get that biggest one. And then we'll get that Arcane Mastery Mage guy, and then we'll be pretty much done with this map. And level 100 might be a little tricky, but I think we should be fine. Maybe. Oh, we'll probably add something else too. Like, what would this guy do? He might be solid. We'll get him at the end too, probably. Or, yeah, that would be cool. I'll be cool with that one. But we need $10,000 right now. 10,800. My ice has been like condensating for the last 30 minutes and it's dripping all over me. That's not cool. What are you gonna do? All right, so that thing's going crazy. I'm curious to see who's popping the most right now. We got 43,000, 35,000. Yeah, you're weak. All right, this guy at 9,000, and this guy at 70. So this guy is the star player right now. I'm pretty much digging that. It's pretty awesome. And this guy's ready to go in a few short clicks here. It's always like right when you're about to upgrade is when everything just slows down in time, you know what I mean? Pretty crazy like that. And there we have it. Okay, there we go. So now this guy's gonna start climbing the ladder real quick and beating everybody. Gonna use his magic staff to not hit the Bloons. All right, so now we're gonna make a mad dash for this 30,240 for the biggest one. And once we have that, we're pretty much fine on any Bloons that come through. Although we're pretty much fine with any Bloons that come through now. Just that's gonna help a lot with this huge spread damage, like huge. Like if we slow it down, this big ricochet you're seeing, see how it comes off the side? That is for our big one that we have now. So the biggest one, just like blah, 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 crazy. We have him on an alchemist, so we're doing pretty good. We're just doing pretty good, guys. Like everything's chilling. I'm not worried about too much right now. The Bloons have no chance. Even level 78 with those huge rushes, they're just as big of a rush as like 63. Super chilling. No issues at all, guys. We're just rocking through this thing. So we just need $30,000. I wonder how level 80 is going to go. I think what's going to happen is our friend, this main Moab, is going to stall out the ZOMG, and that's going to be pretty easy, right? The ZOMG. I just wish we could put a sub. I really love first strike capability for that bad. I know some people argue and not argue, but they like this guy for it and stuff. But I mean, it's not as good as this first strike, that's for sure. But he's pretty awesome too. I have just zero ability with the timing. I have nothing about it. I barely use the ground zero in this, maybe once or twice. I mainly used it in BTD battles, so I couldn't tell you. But it would be worth a shot if we have enough money for it. It'd be kind of cool because anything will help. Because what happens is, like I was saying, if I said it on this clip of this video, the bad comes around, he spins around, he gets hurt here. He's pretty much almost dead. He spins around a few times here and you think he's gonna make it out, but then he dies right here. Then this guy kills the DDTs right here. Then you have to micro your biggest one to this circle to pop the rest of the Bloons, which really isn't that big of a deal. It's not that hard, it's just a little nerve-wracking. So anything else would help. So I'm thinking if we do have a ground zero, that would actually make this a lot easier. So we'll try that out. Or maybe we also, if we have the money, we could overclock the biggest one or overclock the Archmage. That would actually help a lot too. That's a thought. Don't think we're gonna have the money though, to be honest with you. If we did, I'd just go for like a permanent or a permaspike or something, but I doubt we're gonna have it. because I know I put a lot of Wall of Fires just for the fun of it, but I think it's also because I didn't have that much money. Well, we'll see in a second here, but we're just 9,000 away from this guy, or 8,000 away from this guy. And that'll change things up, and the Archmage will change things up. So what happened was so after I got the biggest one, since the reason why it's a gold border, like I always tell you, I will give you a black border when we play this. I'm not going to back out or nothing like that. It's chimps, we got a black border. It's the only way to do it. But when I'm making the strategies for you guys for the videos, I like to just see what works, right? That makes sense. So I got to beat it first. And then so I got the biggest one and we were chilling all the way. So made it to 95, and then 95 comes through. Even with the micro wing, it wasn't working. I was trying not to buy anything else the whole time. But then what happened was I couldn't take down all the DDTs and stuff. So I got the Archmage, and of course everything was a breeze. So for $34,000, I hope it is. But yeah, that's pretty much happened there. So now you got this big guy right here. So what we're going to do is he's pretty much hitting that down area, but I'm going to move him a little farther down just so we know he's hitting everything that comes on the screen. And then you can see he's hitting all the way over to here. So he's just a monster, and his pops are going to get crazy here. He's definitely the #1 popper right now, and nothing's going to top him until we get that Archmage, of course. Right. And that's what we're shooting for right now, by the way. We're going to go for Archmage for 34,000, and then if we have the money, we'll get MIB. I think we should get MIB because from what I've been told, the fire that the mage shoots out affects the DDTs with the MIB. If not, he doesn't see the lead. Am I correct on that? Some towers like the Apache Prime and stuff cannot see, not all of their powers can hit the DDTs unless you have the MIB. I believe that's how it goes. But anyways, we need $34,000. We're almost in the 90s. So hopefully everything just kind of chills out right now. We can just kind of knock out these levels. I'm curious to see how 90 is going to do right now, honestly. But I think with this guy stalling them, we should be fine, but we'll see. Because look at everything going through. This is just nuts. This guy's just taking him down in big chunks. He's coming 1,000 at a time. Bang, 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 bang. All right. Halfway there. Let's see here. Oh, super chill. That was super easy. I like that. Now let me know in the comments below what you would have done differently about this strategy. I'm curious to see, because this was just kind of like a spitball and it worked. So normally I'll work on a strategy for a few days and it won't work right, and then I have a bunch of problems, so I have to try different things, and I come up with what I think is going to be the best way to do it. This one I actually got through all the way to the 90s my first try, which rarely happens for me. I'm not like the best player, so that was just really cool that it happened. So I ran with it again and again and again. I was like, this is cool. I'm gonna use this ability just to slow things down because I don't want anything to get out. And so yeah, it worked out. So I'm like, oh, cool. But I'm curious to see what you guys would do to improve this strategy, or what you think would work even better. Like, that was awesome though. He just destroyed those things like it was nothing. But yeah, so let me know below what you guys would change or what you guys would add. I think everyone would stick with the mortars just because they're fun, and we have a biker bones. You got to use the mortars, right? Okay, are we gonna get 34,000 in this round? See, it's 95 that scares me, and that's what we're gonna miss out on if this doesn't work out right. So hopefully everything just comes out. I'm gonna stall these guys right now so we can pump these guys out. Boom, 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 boom. I think we'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna stall them again. And now we have Archmage, so we're chilling. So there you go, just let it run. Let them rip. That's if you guys know that reference, leave it below as well. So those have actually made a comeback, which is crazy to me. So I played, well, I didn't play Beyblades. I was like kind of too old for it, but my cousin did. So of course I played with him and it was awesome. But now they're like coming back 10 or 15 years later. I'm like, what is going on here? Super random, I'm sorry. Okay. It's round 96. We have $6,000 left. I have this guy, I have that guy. I would love an overclock right now, but are we gonna have enough for it? I don't know. Yeah, of course we will. Look at this go. This is crazy. Now this is where I started just blowing through with a ton of like, what do you call those things I called them earlier? Wall of fires. But we're not gonna need that. I'm gonna overclock. I'm gonna do it, guys. I never do it. I've been an overclocker lately, and it's been pretty awesome. 14,000, and we'll like overclock the mage if we need to, or overclock the biggest one. It'll just be this fun craziness. Look how fast this guy's going though. This is nuts. This is insanity. Okay, so should we stall these guys right about... Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Look at that go. Okay, cool. Okay. So what we're going to do here, if it gets hairy, we'll overclock, because I don't think we're going to need to. But why not? Let's just do it. Let's do 3. Just pop everything that comes through. So as I was telling you guys before, so since we spent so much on this guy, he's not going to have a full uptime. So as you will see, his gear will go away before we finish. So, okay, right about now, right? So yeah, his gear is gone, so we don't have that, right? But we'll have it back in a second here. Boom, we'll Archmage it. Don't click the wrong one. Did I click the right one? There we go, cool. So now the Archmage is going to blow this guy to smithereens. I'm gonna get an MIB so we can also hit with his fire, if that's how that works. And then we'll do that. And then what I'm gonna do here too is I'm gonna actually start moving this guy around. I'm gonna move this guy around too, put him into this tower, put this guy into this one as well. And basically we're just setting up to where for that guy to be in this circle, and then we'll kind of change it up as it goes. So we stalled that guy out. There we go. We're gonna overclock the biggest one, overclock him, set the target again, but I think we'll be fine where it's at because he's being overclocked. And there we go. So that was super easy. We did a little bit of microing, but really that's not even hard. Even if you're on mobile, I don't think that was too difficult. Then we got this cool little ice insta. But yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. So the first time I did this, I definitely did not use overclock, but now that I feel a little more comfortable with him and how awesome he is, I just did it. And it worked out great. So we had our Archmage, we had our biggest one. It's kind of like that, what was it, spillway strategy, but not the same. But still very easy. I imagine you guys will have zero problems. If you guys do, please leave a comment below of why you had a problem. And I'm sure someone in the comments or someone in the Discord or myself will reply with a very simple answer, because this was really simple, I think. So let me know what you guys think. Follow me on, or hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Instagram, and leave some comments below, guys. And I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great Friday if you're watching this Friday. And hopefully tomorrow morning, Saturday AM around 8 a.m. Pacific, you guys can watch me on the stream and hang out with me there. We can do some challenges or some co-ops. It'll be really fun. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.